A bonus video this week, Thoughts and Confessions, my New Year's tag, by Susan from the channel Little Poet. Stay tuned. Hi, and welcome to my channel. I'm so excited to do this video today. This video is called Thoughts and Confessions, my New Year's tag. It was created by Susan from the channel Little Poet. I'm sure you all know Susan. She is a lovely, lovely girl. She has a fantastic channel. I mean, her videos are just perfect. They are perfection. She is a lady full of grace and beauty, and I just love her to death. I did a tag of hers last year. I think it was called Up Close and Personal. Let me see. Yeah, Up Close and Personal tag. And I might have done another one of her tags. I'll do any tag. I love tags. But I especially love Little Poet's tags. So this consists of 9 questions, and it involves the year 2020. Now my answers may be different than other people's that have done the video. The only ones I'm aware of at this moment that have done the video is Susan, Little Poet. I'm sure others have done it, and I just haven't seen the videos yet, but I'm going to be looking for them. So anyhow, my answers involve me and my life and how 2020 was for me. I know 2020 was a bad year in many ways for many people. The virus, the deaths, the sicknesses, the divide, the political climate, the everything. Just the lockdowns, the lack of freedom, the businesses that went out of business, that don't exist any longer, loss of income, loss of jobs, mental health and suicide way up beyond our imagination. So I'm aware of all that. I can only talk about me personally and my experience for 2020. So please bear that in mind as I answer these personal questions and are my thoughts and my confessions. All right, question number 1. Rate 2020 on a scale from 1 to 10. Well, I think I'm going to have to give it a 7+. Now that may sound high, but it's not as high as 10. The only reason it's not a 10 is because of the suffering that I know that has gone on around the world for everybody in 2020. All the things that happened, like I mentioned a minute ago, about people that lost their businesses and jobs and went through suicides and things like that. For me personally, 2020 didn't change much for me. Could be due to the area I live in and the state I live in. We haven't had lockdowns. Our stores have remained opened. So we still had some freedom. So a lot didn't change. And for me personally, I changed for the better. I grew in so many ways that I'm just thrilled about. And I'm still here. Praise God, I'm not one of the ones that got sick. And neither did anybody in my family. So I'm very, very grateful for that. And it made it a wonderful year for me, just knowing that my family has been spared so far from all of this. So that's my answer for Number 1, I rate it a 7 plus. Number 2, favorite memory of 2020. Well, I have a lot of favorite memories. And of course, they all involve my family. Like I said, my life didn't change much at all in 2020. My son and his family have been down, I think, 3 times this year, and they always come for a week. My ex-daughter-in-law or daughter-in-law, Nina, she has been down twice and spent a week each time. And of course, they bring my grandchildren. That's the best part of all. My son, Nathan, came down this year, and he brought Noah, one of my grandchildren. And Tristan came. He's my oldest grandchild. He is 22. He came in June and decided to stay for the whole year, since at that time their classes, college classes, were online. He could just do them from here. So he is here with us, and that has been such a joy. Noah, when he came this summer with his mother, he stayed for 6 weeks, and that was fantastic. He will be 15 next month. When Nina came in December with 2 of my grandchildren, Tristan's brothers, Luke, my 20-year-old grandson, brought his girlfriend, Thea, who I had her on a video about a month ago doing her makeup, and she is just a joy. So that was wonderful. And then my sister and her husband came the end of November 1st. November 1st, and they are here. They are in a house here, and they're a half a mile up the road, and we haven't spent this kind of time together in, oh my gosh, years, because I moved away from our town, when I was 18. And so, except for going back for an occasional visit, we've never really got to spend time together in all these years. And now we can see each other every day, and it's just wonderful having them here. And then her daughter, my niece, Mackenzie, she came for 6 weeks with her husband and 2 little kids from Jordan, and she lives overseas because she works for the State Department, for the embassy. So I only get to see her about every 4 years. So anyhow, that was a long answer to a favorite memory, but I had to share those memories. Okay, let me move on. Number 3, did you change as a person in 2020? Oh yes, indeed I did, and how grateful I am for it. I changed in a lot of ways, and I feel they were very positive ways for me. Number 1, I grew in my faith to a level that I had never experienced before. Number 2, I grew as a person. I grew in my compassion, in my empathy. I grew in judging the way people think or feel or their thoughts and things like that. If they felt differently than I did, I used to wonder, well, why can't they see this or that? I don't wonder that anymore. I respect them. So I grew tremendously personally in 2020, and it really changed me for the better. Number 4, favorite video you did in 2020 and why? Well, again, here comes those grandchildren, the loves of my life. They would be the videos I did with my grandchildren. I did one with Avery, he's the youngest, he's 13. I did one with Austin, his sister, she's 15. And I did one with Noah, who will be 15 in February. My 2 oldest, Tristan and Luke, well, they're men now, so they're not interested in doing a video. but those are my favorite videos. Number 5, 1 or 2 products that blew you away. Well, I pretty much love everything because makeup and all this is new to me. But if I had to name 2, I would say the e.l.f. Brow Wow, my absolute favorite brow product and the only thing I use on my brows, and the Revlon lip vinyls. I featured those in my favorite makeup of 2020. I love those lip vinyls because they give you the color and then they give you the shine, the gloss. So it's 2 in 1. Easy to apply. Don't even have to look in a mirror. So that's the 2. Number 6. What creator on YouTube inspired you the most in 2020? Well, there's no way I can pick one. I will say, honestly, each and every one of you that I watch, because you all have something to offer. You all bring something to the table. I learn from each and every one of you. I would not have had the growth in knowledge of skincare, makeup products, things like that. I wouldn't have had that without all the YouTubers that I watch and subscribe to. So I think each and every one of you, you all have been great influencers on my life. And I really value your videos and your content. Number 7, what is the funniest, meanest, or strangest comment you have had in a video? Thank God, I guess because I'm so small as a channel, I have not had any mean or nasty or negative comments. And I'm very happy about that. Funny ones, the only one that I can think of, and it was cute, it wasn't mean or anything, but one girl asked me in a video I showed, I was sitting right here in my bedroom with the same background, my bed in the background, and she asked me, I'm just curious, but what is that big white thing in the background? It's my bed. I have a white bedspread on there, and I guess she couldn't make that out. But that was funny. It was cute. So, all right, number 8. What is your proudest accomplishment of 2020 and why? Oh boy. Well, no, it doesn't say and why, but I'm going to tell you why. I think my proudest accomplishment was allowing myself to grow, to fighting off fear, negativity, just being me, being true to myself, keeping my freedom for me, growing in my faith, and allowing that whole process to happen, looking at all the negativity all around us, all the sadness, all the everything, all the worry, the fear, and everything. Thank God, those chains did not bind me. I had no fear. I kept my faith. I kept my joy. And I kept my life. I continued to live it, appreciate it, value it, and see it as a gift every day, no matter what. I vowed that nothing was going to throw me off course. And that is my proudest accomplishment. Number 9, the last question. What is one word you would use to describe yourself in 2021? Easy. Hopeful. I am extremely hopeful. I live with hope every day. That's the only way to make it through life, in my opinion, at least for me. So hopeful is my word. And hope brings joy, joy brings peace, peace brings freedom, and I have freedom. Well, that's the end of this tag. I hope you enjoyed it. Anybody watching it, feel free to do it, and be sure to tag Susan Little Poet in it because she is the creator. That way she can see you did her video. And if you want me to see it, you can tag me also. Okay, well now we're going to do an inside beauty tip. My inside beauty tip today is one more question. I'm adding one. Well, not really a question, but I'll say an answer. And it's another answer to the question number 9, and that was, what is the one word you would use to describe yourself in 2021? Well, of course, I used hopeful, and I used a couple others. I cannot stop this tag without adding one more word, and that is grateful. I am so grateful, not just for 2021. I'm grateful every day. I was grateful every day in 2020. Being that it's the end of the year, 2020 is over with, when I look back and reflect on it, I am so very grateful that my beautiful, precious family have all been safe. That my grandchildren, my children, my mother who is in a nursing home, who will be 95 in just 3.5 months, she's fine. That we all were protected and kept safe. I am so very grateful for that. I am grateful that you, the YouTubers that I watch or that watch me and leave comments, and subscribers that watch me and leave comments, not one of you, not a YouTuber, not a subscriber, has had the virus. Not a one of you. And I am so grateful for that because I love each and every one of you. And I'm so sorry if you've had family members that have had it, or that could have lost their life, or friends. I'm just talking about gratitude in the people that I know in this community on YouTube, that none of you had gotten sick in 2020. Wow, that makes my heart feel so much happiness and joy, and I continue to pray for God's protection around all of you, around your family, your friends, your neighbors. And I thank you so very much for adding so much to my life each and every day. Well, until we meet again, this is the old girl signing out. See ya!